Yes, sir! Toronto Raptors newsboys reaction. The Raptors won 5 in a row, boys. Let's go. Let's go. 5 in a row. They said we would be garbage. They said we wouldn't win nothing. I'm trying not to cuss, but they said they weren't. Fuck it, bro. They said we weren't going to win shit. 5 in a row, baby. Fuck the monetization, bro. This is real shit right now. Raptors 5 in a row, baby. Let's go. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about today's game against the Wizards. It just finished. The game just cut off. I'm excited. I want to talk about it, bro. I should put this jersey on. Fuck it. I'm going to put it on, bro. I'm going to put the jersey on, but let's talk about the game, guys. I don't even know what the score is. 5 in a row, guys. Raptors are now 6-3. 4-0 on the road for the first time in Raptors history, guys. They said we wouldn't do nothing this year. They said the Raptors wouldn't even make the play-in. Now look at us. 4-0, making history, guys. Without Siakam, without Yuta, without Scotty Barnes, our future star. Let's talk about the game, guys. I'm just going to talk about random things from the game that I saw. Some things I didn't like, some things I did like. Overall, great game by the boys. Great coaching by Nick Nurse. Once again, let's talk about Nick Nurse with that coach review. He tried to pull the review with Kem Birch when he got his 4th foul for reaching in. That was a smart move by Nick. I know some Raptors fans don't like when Nick uses the reviews too early, but I think that was a good move by Nick because at the time Kem was playing really well and he was getting his 4th foul, so he had to come out of the game. Precious had to come in. And I want to talk about Precious, guys, because I love Precious. He has a lot of potential for this team. I think he looks like a young Siakam. When Siakam was really in the early stages of his development, he reminds me of that. Precious, he had that great dunk against Kispert, guys. I love what I'm seeing from him in terms of athleticism and stuff. But Precious, he had some costly mistakes for us towards the end of the second quarter. The Raptors had a 15-point lead. He had some costly mistakes, about 2 or 3 mistakes that led to points on the other end, sometimes 3-pointers. That led the Washington Wizards to closing the lead at the end of the second quarter. So that was kind of disappointing from Precious. The thing with Precious, he has so much talent. He's not sure what moves he should be making. But all I think he really needs to do is kind of watch what Kem Birch is doing, because they're going to play similar roles in the offense. The way Kem Birch, I love the way he sets screens. Him and Fred VanVleet are developing that same connection that Ibaka and Kyle Lowry had, guys. You remember that Lowry-Ibaka connection, how it was like smooth. It was one of our bread and butter. If I could put it to a percentage point, I would say during that year where we used to alternate Gasol and Ibaka, I think this was after Kawhi left, we got most of our points, not most of our points, but I would say at least 15% of our points from that Lowry-Ibaka connection on the short roll and soft touches. And Fred VanVleet and Birch are developing that same connection, guys. I love to see it. I love what I'm seeing from Birch. He's very Gasol-esque in the way that he can operate out of the post, find guys. He's a great passer. If you pass him the ball, he'll make the quick pass to an open shooter. We saw him do that multiple times this game and this season, guys. So I want to talk about Kem Birch. What else? Let's talk about Svi Mykhailiuk, guys. I love what I saw from Svi, especially in the first quarter. He was a great cutter, especially off of OG Anunoby's drives. OG had a great game today. He didn't score that much, but I'm telling you guys, if you watch the game, OG had a great game in my opinion, hitting some great shots in the isolation and the mid-range. I love the way Svi played off of OG, because OG would take some drives to the paint, and after his 36-point performance, a lot of the players are kind of keying in on him and closing in on him. Sometimes he'd get double and triple teamed in the post. So what Svi would do, he would time his cuts perfectly for when OG would get trapped. OG would drop the ball off to him for an easy bucket. One time even I saw Svi get the dunk from OG, passing it to him like under the rim. So I love the connection that I'm seeing with these guys. The chemistry is definitely developing. Another thing with Svi, he has great hands. I love the steals that I'm seeing from Svi. One time the ball went over Gary. The guy lobbed the pass over Gary, but Svi still caught it for the steal, pushed the ball in transition, and I think we got a bucket from it. So I love what I'm seeing from Svi. That the whole team is very intense with the great hands. We know we have the best defensive backcourt in the league right now. Yes, I said the best defensive backcourt in the league. I'm talking that shit now, guys. After 5 games in a row, I'm talking that shit, guys. We have the best defensive backcourt in the league. Tell me who's better. We lead the league in deflections. Gary Trent Jr. out here recovering loose balls like a madman. At one point, I saw him Spider-Man stand on the seats after he recovered a ball. The man's a freak of nature, bro. Shout out to Gary Trent Jr. What else do I want to talk about, guys? But yeah, Precious will figure it out. Some costly mistakes, but he's a young guy. Pascal made some mistakes early in his career. Everyone makes mistakes. Jordan made mistakes early in his career. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying we got to be patient with Precious. And we have to be patient with Pascal when he comes back. I'm probably going to make a video about that in the future. I don't want our expectations too high for Pascal, but that's a whole nother video. I'll talk about that later because he came from an injury. We need to give him time as well. But my boy Scotty Barnes was dripping on the bench with a green sweater. He had the braids out today, so shout out my boy Scotty. You done know. My boy Delano, he didn't really score too much this game, but he did get a couple explosive drives. He was great on defense. He was getting great rebounds and pushing the pace in transition. A couple times we got rebounds off of misses or forced turnovers, but we weren't able to turn those into easy points in transition. That's something we need to work on, and we've been struggling with kind of the whole season, but that will get fixed as we continue to gel chemistry wise, guys. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Kuzma was MIA today. Kuzma, I wasn't really worried about Kuzma. The first game, he kind of torched us a little bit from three. Today, Kuzma was garbage. Montrezl Harrell wasn't that much to worry about. I'm sure he got his 10 and 10, but he wasn't much to worry about. Beal was Beal. You know how Beal's going to get. He's going to get his 20 no matter what. But overall, great game for the boys. I like what I'm seeing. Let's talk about what we got coming up next. In the comments, make sure you guys click the like button and subscribe to the channel for new NBA videos every week. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of these reactions. But we got to talk about what's coming up next for the Raptors. What are you guys looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. How do you guys feel about the Raptors right now? How do you feel about their play? How do you feel about what's going on with the team? Our next 12 games, we have 9 games of those 12 on the road. So right now we're 4-0 on road, so I feel comfortable with that. You know that Toronto is a team that's comfortable playing on the road. We bring the same intensity home or away. So I'm ready for it, guys. Anyways, so that's my reaction to the Raptors versus the Wizards. I want to know your thoughts, guys. What are you looking forward to with the Raptors? What did you like? What did you not like? Let's talk about it, guys. Peace.